Hi everyone, this is Tab. Let's start to begin. I'm gonna start with a bridge. So let's lie on our back. Lying on your back, find your neutral spine, neutral pelvis, arms by your side, palms facing down. Your feet's gonna be hip distance apart, kneecaps pointing up to the ceiling. Deep breathe, inhale to prepare. As you exhale, let's curl the pelvis, scoop your belly, push down your 2 feet, slowly peel off your spine. Let's use our glute to lift your hips and then connect to your glute and then inner thigh. Keep looking up, nose pointing up to the ceiling, relax your neck. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower the upper back, mid back, low back, and then sacrum land the last. Find your neutral pelvis again. Inhale. Exhale, pubic bone towards your navel. Slowly peel off your spine. Push down your 2 feet equal amount, left and right. Your thigh bones parallel. Keep pulling your heels towards your glute. Activate your hamstring. Navel into the spine. Deep breathe in. As you exhale, lower the spine down, bone by bone by bone. Let's go one more, articulating bridge. Exhale, curl, slowly come all the way up. Use the glute. Great. And then here, we're going to start the marching. Right leg up to tabletop, and then we lower. Left leg up to tabletop, and then we lower. Here, stabilizing your hips. Hip bones nice and level. Exhale to lift, inhale, lower. Use your breath. We have 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower the foot down, lower your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Great, everybody. Now, let's move on to the hip hinging bridge. We maintain the flat back. Inhale into your nose. As you exhale, push down your 2 feet, equal amount, press left and right, lift your hips up. And then we're gonna lower the hips down. Leading from your pubic bone, lift your hips up, squeeze your glute, and then we lower. Here, we are not focusing how high you can lift your hips. We want to activate our glute, the biggest muscle on our butt. Let's go for 8. And lower, use your breath. We got 7. Left and right equally press. 6. No tension around our neck. 5. 4. Warming up our glute. Let's go 3 more. 2. When you lower the hips, rib cage is down. Same time. 1 more. Lift up and hold. Let's lower the hips. Down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Great, everybody. Hip bones level. Equally pressed left foot and right foot. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your hips up and hold, everybody. And then we lower the left hip down and lift here up. Right hip bone down and come to the center. Little bit of tilt to the right and left. Left, center, right, center. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower the hips all the way down. Great. Move your feet together, everybody, and then lift your right leg up to tabletop. Single leg bridge, inhale. Exhale, we lift our hips all the way up and hold. And then here, still your hips are nice and level. And then we lower the hips all the way down. Touch the sacrum, lift back up. Squeeze our left glute, and then we lower. We have 4, lower, 3, 2, 1 more, lift your hips up and hold. Extend your right leg up to the sky, toes pointing up to the ceiling, and then little pulse. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend your knee, lower the foot down, lower your hips down. Great job. Lift your left leg up to tabletop. Hip bones level, palms facing down. Inhale to prep. Exhale, push down your right foot. Use your right glute to lift your hips up and hold. Great. Lower the hips straight down and then we lift up. Push into your right foot heavy and then lift your hips up. We got 4 more. Maintain the flat back. 3, 2, great. 1 more. Lift your hips up and hold here. Extend your left leg up to the sky. And then little pulse. Let's go for 8, 7. Control these pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach up and we hold here. Hips are level. Use your breath. 4 more. 3, 2. And then bend, lower the foot, lower your hips all the way down. Great job, everybody. Windshield your legs side to side. And then once you're ready, slowly roll on your side and then come to the sideline. Spine line up with the back of your mat. Your knees bend, hips are stacked. Either you can bring your forearms down, lift your chest, rib cages up for more challenge for your upper body. Otherwise, we bend our elbows and lying on your bicep. I'm going to show you in both ways. So I'm going to start with this position and then try to maintain the neutral spine so you have a little bit of gap below your waistline. Great. Pulling your belly button in and hands down by your hips, belly. And then here, let's lift our top leg up. When you lift your foot and knee and hips in the same plane. Parallel to the ceiling and then we lower. Again, lift your leg up and then we lower. Pull the low belly in and up. Great. Sit bones just straight facing back the end of the mat. We are not talking the pelvis, neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Exhale to lift, inhale, lower. Great, let's go 5, 4, 3. Lift your leg with the glute. 1 more. And then we lower the leg down. Great. And then here I'm going to come up for a forearm. When you forearms down, then push down to the floor and then lift to your upper body. And then shoulders going to be away from your ear, not sinking down, sinking your ribs like that. Okay, so lift yourself. And then if you have the squish ball, you can always put it underneath your ribs for more support. And then here, let's extend our legs out, straight legs. And then still your feet's going to be corner of the mat. And then bring your legs up. And then we lower halfway to the hip high. And then lift up. And then we lower the halfway. Not all the way, up and lower. Great, up and lower. If you want a little bit more challenge for your balance, bring your hands back behind your head. Great, squeeze your waistline as we lift. We are not sinking down. Great, we have 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Lower halfway down, point your toe. Let's draw the circle. That circle is going to be small, apple size. We have 5, 4, rest of body is not moving. 2, 1, reverse the circle. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Great. 3, open your chest. 2, 1, hold here. We're going to point our toes, sweep forward. Your hips still neutral. And then flex and bring it back. Spine is neutral as well. We sweep forward and then we bring it back. Great, everybody. Sit bones facing to the end of the mat. Let's go 3, pulling your navel. 2. One more. And then we bring it back. Lower your hand down, foot down. And then I'm gonna lower my head again. Bend your knee, and then you connect your heels together. And then here we're gonna open our knees up, squeeze your heels tight, and then we lower the knee down. Okay, externally rotate, squeeze your heel, and then we lower. We call this the clamp. We lift and lower. As we lift your knee, feel your outer glutes working, activate a lot. Great. Squeeze your heels tighter, challenge yourself. 4 more. Pulling your belly button in. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Lift your knee up and hold. Squeeze your heel and little pulse, butterfly pulse. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Lower the knee all the way down. Great. We can turn around for the other side. Your spine line up with the back of your mat, and then lower your head down. Bend your knees, pulling your navel, and then your pelvis is neutral. It's not tucking. Lengthening your sit bones back, and here lift your leg up and lower. Bring it up and lower your foot, and then knee and your hips, and same line. Great. And then your hips nice and stacked, and thinking your knees reach forward a little bit. That helps. 4, 3, 2, one more. Great, everybody. Lower the knee down. Either you can stay here or bring your forearm down. Lift your rib cages up. Let's extend our legs forward to the corner of the mat, pulling your belly, and lift your leg up. Lower the halfway down. Again, lift up and lower. Great. Rib cage is not sinking down. Keep pulling your core tight. With your breath. 4, 3. Lift your glute. One more. Lower and hold. We sweep forward. Sit bones towards the end of the mat. Flex and reach your heel back. Squeeze your glute. Again, then forward. And bring it back. Forward. And bring it back. Great, nice and control. Challenge for your balance. Bring your hands back behind your head. If you need support, always feel free to hand down. 4 more. 3 more. Great, everybody. Use your glute. 1 more. And then we bring it forward and leg circle. Small circle. Exercise. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 6, 5, 4. Hips are stacked. 2 and 1. Lower your foot down. I'm gonna lie on my bicep. Let's do clamp. Bend your knee. Connect your heels together. And then here, hips are stacked, and then lift your knee up, and then we lower. Again, lift, and then we lower. Great, everybody. Squeeze that outer glute. Awesome. We have 6, 5, 4. Externally rotated from your hip socket. 3, 2, one more, And then we release. Great, give some love, and then let's turn around facing to the mat. Lower your hands down, lower your forehead down. Reach your feet out away from your hips. And then here, lift your right leg up. And then we lower. Left leg up, thinking your thigh bone lift up to the sky. And then we lower. Great, no tension around your neck. Try to release any tension with your breath. Head heavy, chest is melted. Great. As we lift our legs up, thinking your ankles reach back away from your hips. Soften your knees, reach your thigh bone up and lower. Bring it up and lower. One more, each side. And then we lower. Great, everybody. We're gonna lift our both legs up, thinking your toes reach away further from the hips, and then you will feel more pubic bone and hip bones melted down on the mat. If we don't engage, and then just naturally, we're just like pulling top of the pelvis melting down, and then you're sinking down on the low back. We don't want to do that. And then if you lift legs, then all the weight goes to the low back. So we just keep pushing the pubic bone down, slightly tuck your tail, feel that, and then lengthening the low back, and then core tight. So we activate our front body, and then we're gonna lift our legs up. That goes all to the glute. Again, lift your legs up. Relax your shoulders. Great. Let's go for 6, 5. Neutral pelvis. 4, 3, 2. One more. Great, everybody. Release everything down. Your feet's wide. Bend your knee. Connect your heels together. Toes apart. Great. Here, we lift our thigh bone. Up, 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 up. And then we lower. Again, thigh bone lift and lower. Again, then we should feel any compression on our low back. Keep pushing your hip bones down. Belly button pulling in. Let's go 4 more. Lift as much as you can. Footprint to the ceiling. 2 more. Last one. And then we release. Lower your feet down. Great, everybody. This is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. And then thanks for practice with me.